This morning, early voting will begin in the runoff elections.
And you have until Friday to cast a ballot early ahead of Election Day, which is going to be next Tuesday.
Our Janelle Fort is joining us live before the polls open today. Janelle, talk about the big races that we're watching this morning.
All right, well, Dia and Matt, the race getting the most attention statewide by far is the Republican runoff for U.S. Senate. That's incumbent Senator John Cornyn versus Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Cornyn has a lot of GOP establishment behind him. Paxton has that strong grassroots, more hard right support, but he's also coming off his impeachment and divorce where his wife accused him of infidelity, and both are pouring a lot of money into attack ads. This is just a small example of what we're seeing.
Ken Paxton says he's fighting corruption, but there's a problem. He's the one doing it. We've seen this movie before.
John Cornyn supports amnesty and says Texans should just deal with millions of illegal aliens.
The American people are a compassionate people, then I think they would find.
And Janelle, a big inflection point for this race is an endorsement from President Trump. Do we expect him to give that?
Well, he hasn't made one yet, but he has teased that he's going to make one soon, and that's become one of the biggest storylines of this runoff election. Both of these sides, they really want this endorsement because in a Republican runoff in Texas, that could be huge. Paxton even floated the idea that he could drop out if Senate Republicans pass Trump-backed voting restriction legislation. So this has turned into a bit of a chess match, guys.
But Janelle, we remember the problems in Dallas County. What can voters there expect?
Well, ideally, a much smoother process than all of the confusion that we saw back in March. Dallas County, for this runoff, is going back to countywide voting centers again, meaning residents can vote at any polling location in the county during early voting and on Election Day, much like Tarrant and Collin counties. Now, one important heads up for my folks over in Denton County, where things are a little different. Republicans and Democrats have separate voting locations there. So wherever you live, the safest move is to check your county elections website before you head out. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Janelle, thank you. Our Y'all-itics team will be live on election night with expert analysis and live results. Join us after the polls close next Tuesday, May 26th on WFAA+.